When it comes to making money with AI, broadly speaking, there are two main levels. Most creators, marketers, and business owners are only using way number one. This is what 99% of the people know and use. And level one is using AI basically as an assistant. It's there to make your processes faster, more efficient, to save you time, etc. However, you are still kind of the product of using AI. Whereas in the second level, you start using AI as a product. This is the difference between working harder and making AI work for you. So if you're a coach, an expert, business owner, I think you need to know the difference, and I think you actually need to use both models. It's not that one is better than the other, is that people who will excel in business in 2025 and especially beyond will need to use both levels. And by the end of this video, I'll break both down, how you can use them and how you can make more money with AI. So let's start with the first way, the one that most people are familiar with and are using it. Honestly, a lot of them still don't even use this part to their maximum advantage. So I want to talk briefly about that, and then we'll dive into the second wave, which I think will increase how much money you can make. So from what I've seen around, a lot of business owners use AI either as a Google to ask questions, or for helping them with like content writing to write content faster, even though it's usually worse. And this is great, right? You should use AI that way. However, I think a lot of people fail to integrate AI into their business, into their systems, and help them work much faster. So I'll give you actually one example and share the screen. So this is my Gemini account. And as you can tell, part of my business is doing these YouTube videos. And these three things took a lot of my time, right? It's hook writing for YouTube, so first 30 seconds, which are the most important. Then headline generator, as you know, if you don't have a good headline, people are not even gonna click on it. And ideas, again, even broader, if your idea sucks, you can have the good hook, you can have the good headline, but it's not gonna matter. So I actually took a lot of data for all three of these different things. So let me give you an example. For headlines, I took the best headlines that performed the best in my niche and adjacent niches and compiled a simple doc of the use cases, if you will, of these headlines, right? Then I downloaded that document as a PDF, and on top of that, I went back and forth with ChatGPT and created a master prompt. So I simply came to Gemini and created a gem. This is kind of like a custom ChatGPT. You can use both. I do use both, but I think this is a really good example. And I took what would probably cost me, I don't know, $50 for all three of these different things an hour, and I have it for free here inside AI. And not only I have it for free, but it's much faster. Like, can you imagine how much time it took me to figure out a headline, figure out the hook, figure out the thumbnails, figure out the ideas? It takes a lot of time, but I can just come here, and after I have my idea and my outline, for which I use ChatGPT, so I have this YouTube AI where I have also ideas, thumbnail analysis, outline, right? So I come to ChatGPT, after I got an idea, I outline my video, then I just paste my outline here, and this headline generator is designed in such a way to give me the best headlines that match the video, right? Now, one can argue that you should first create a headline, so you can do that. You can give it different output. It doesn't need to be the outline. But the point is that I just copy paste it. It gives me like however much I ask for, like 3 to 5 hooks or headlines, if you will. And then I just pick the best one, right? And I created such processes for YouTube, but also for many other things in my business. Some are here, some are in ChatGPT, some are in other AI tools. But in this way, this is like the first way where you save a lot of time, save a lot of money, become more productive. So now I can create multiple video ideas, outlines, hooks, headlines in like an hour, what would have taken me like, let's say 10, 20 hours or hundreds of dollars to outsource to do these things for me, right? And it's just getting better. As I'm getting better, as I'm learning more, I can feed these systems and make them even better. By the way, if you're enjoying this video, I'm releasing 1 to 3 new videos every single week about how you can use AI to save time, get more clients, and make more money. So consider subscribing. And if you enjoyed this very video, consider liking it. Let me give you one more example before we dive into number 2. So Manus AI, which is like an autonomous AI agent, one of the things I do, because it allows you to schedule tasks, is every day I gave it this prompt, right? And I told it to research. I explained my business and what I'm interested in, and I told it to research the most important AI news that are relevant for business owners, marketers, and coaches. So every day at 8 a.m., I'm getting notified with the most important updates. I can take a look at them, test them, and guess what? I can create content and help other business owners about this. Now I can take this a step further because this is an AI agent, and I can also tell it to create me a newsletter. So you get the point. You see how instead of just using AI as a Q&A tool or just like draft me a content, you can use it for all sorts of different things. And I think this example here, also for example for hook writer, similar to the headline writer, I just give it the outline and it gives me the first 30 seconds based on, guess what? I uploaded a lot of best hooks from videos that got a lot of views, and I told it to learn the patterns of the good hook opening hooks, and then I did a really big prompt explaining, and I created this gem. By the way, if you want to create the gem, all you need to do is like come here, go to new gem, you name it, you give it instructions, you upload the knowledge, which in this case would be either the hooks or the headlines or whatever you are working in, and that's it. Like you can test it. And you can also do this with ChatGPT. Mind you, you do need to have a paid account. You come to GPTs, go to create, and same thing, you give it name, description, instructions, knowledge, uploading files. You can pick the model here, and that's it. And you can start creating systems for the repetitive tasks in your business and start making more money. Now, if you just do this, you will already be ahead of so many people who either don't use AI or who are using AI as a Google or a content writer or something like that, right? But I want to share with you another way that's arguably even more powerful or just as powerful. And if you use these two together, I think you will make much more money in the future. So here's the thing. Expectations of people in the last 2 years, especially since the rise of AI, has changed, right? Because before, what took you a couple of days, couple of hours, a lot of money, maybe thousands of dollars, hundreds of dollars, now it's free or like $20 with the AI subscription. It's usually instant, or you need to wait like a couple of seconds or a couple of minutes, and it's effortless. You just type in a prompt and you get what you want, right? So this is massively rewiring expectations of all consumers. It doesn't matter if you sell B2C or B2B, everyone's expectations are different, right? So similarly, before, maybe if you wanted to buy something, you would need to think about it, plan, go, travel, find a store, maybe purchase. When Amazon and other online retailers came, you can just like go, click a couple of buttons and get it brought to you in like a day, right? So that already started rewiring expectations. And the similar thing is happening now with the AI. My favorite example, I don't know, I always use this one, is like designing logos or I don't know, cover photos or similar, like basically design kind of things. And with AI becoming so good at generating design for free, I think a lot of, I'm not saying all, like designers and logo designers and so on and so forth are becoming obsolete, but a lot of them are. Let's face it. If you really want high-end, the best design, yes, you probably will do it. But for a lot of people, for a lot of small business owners like you and myself, I can go to ChatGPT, I can go to Gemini, I can go to Google AI Studio and many others, and I can get a perfect image in a couple of seconds with a single prompt. I would either need to know design, which I don't, to learn Canva and get something mediocre, or what I tend to do is like go to Upwork and Fiverr, try to find someone, pay them a couple of dozens or hundreds of dollars, get the design, go back and forth, etc. And it would have taken more time, like a week or two, depending on what it is. Maybe I'm not satisfied, a lot of back and forth, money, etc. And now it's free, right? So again, expectations have changed and are shifting. And here's my prediction. I think all of our offers, and you can notice this, by the way, if you pay attention to like these bigger companies, like take a look at Zoom, Go High Level, ClickFunnels, many others, they're all integrating AI into their offers, right? Like Zoom allows you to capture the meetings, the summary. They're adding a lot of AI stuff. A lot of these big software companies are also implementing AI, making it easier. Canva added so much AI, and this is why they're like one of the top companies in their department, because they're ahead of time. For Go High Level has like the AI summaries and the voice and all these things, and all of them are adding it, because if they don't, they will become obsolete. And I think it's same for your and my offers, like whether you sell coaching or services or consulting or whatever it is. If you're not adding AI in a similar way I showed you how you should use it for your business or how I'm using it for mine, I think when your customers purchase your products and services, I think they will expect the ease as if they're using AI, because otherwise they will not use you. Yes, there are some things that cannot get done with AI, and that is fine, but I think a lot of things can. And I think it's our obligation to evolve and adapt our offers, our lead magnets, our support, and to integrate AI into our businesses so that we can make more money. Because guess what? If you are the one who can offer your customers and your clients better results faster with less effort, they will go to you. But you need to figure it out. You need to figure out which AIs to use, how to use them, how to create systems, how to help your customers get those results faster, right? This is the game. And this is the second way that most people are not using AI, right? So for example, with some of my clients, the work that we are doing, I'm helping them use AI, or they use my AIs, or the things that I do, like my prompts and my templates, etc., to get to their desired results faster and easier. Some of them created the entire like sales doc or sales pages, thank you pages, fulfillment, all with the help of AI, because I showed them how to, right? Like they didn't need to, I probably saved them a couple of months of work and a lot of money, right? So I think this is the game going forward. On the one hand, you do need to use AI for your own business to create systems to make it more efficient, faster, better, higher quality. But on the other side, your products, your services, your lead magnets, they also need to integrate AI so that your customers and clients still keep coming to you. And this is the game. If you use these two, or I should say people who are using these two, I think will excel, will make the most amount of money, and will have an unfair advantage over all the others. All right, so this is it. I would say take a look at your business, start using AI for your own things to save your own time and money, but at the same time, start looking into how I can turn this into an AI variation that will help me make more time and that will help my customers save time, make money, and like use less effort. And I think people, again, that can do this will win in 2025 and beyond. And speaking of using AI, I want to show you how I used free no-code AI builder to build 2 fully functioning apps in under 15 minutes. So check this video out.